I'm concerned about if we decided to sell this house and an inspector actually did their job.
Missed the cut floor joist, missed the stair load, missed the air return, and this is all in 10 feet.
If he missed these obvious things, what else did he miss?
That stinks really bad.
Yeah. Nope. I should not be able to do that to a tile wall.
Feels like we've inherited somebody else's problems.
That is a nice washing machine and dryer, and that stinks to high heaven. Scott and Deb decided to move from Boston, came up here to the city. You know, they found a nice place. Townhouses looks really good. You can see the street behind me. The appearance is wonderful. The home inspector said only minor repairs. There's no problems. But it didn't take too long till things started to go wrong. I'm gonna ask some questions, I'm gonna get some answers, and I will make it right.
We were living in Boston and actually loving it. And then when we decided to move here to be closer to family, I actually stayed back to sell the condo while Scott was looking for a home here.
We really wanted to have a yard. We wanted a place for our dogs to be able to run outside and our son to be able to play. We both worked downtown, so we could get to the train. It was close to all the major highways. For me, it was a very comfortable location because I grew up literally about 5 minutes down the road. The first impression was really, it was wow. I mean, you walk in and you got the split level, you've got the really nice dark hardwood floors, you got a really interesting layout, it's visually appealing. Bedroom for our son. It really seemed like it had everything we were looking for. And really, when we compared this to the other houses in this same price range, it really had everything we wanted and more, and certainly had that visual appeal that a lot of the other places lacked. The day arrived the home inspection, so I met him here. We walked through the house. You know, he pointed out a couple of small things here and there, you know, made a couple of suggestions for things that we want to look at. But, you know, really, all in all, the impression that he gave me, both on the day of the inspection and in the report, was that really there was nothing wrong.
Scott.
Scott, yes.
I'm Mike.
Hi, Mike.
And you are Deb.
Yes, nice to
I'm
meet
trying to
you.
remember your names.
Quite all right.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
This looks really good from the outside.
Well, looks
Good.
can be deceiving.
You know what? Welcome to my
Yes.
world.
Yes.
You know, looking around, I didn't see anything obvious, but again, I'm not a contractor, I'm not an electrician, I'm not, you know, in any kind of trade. So for me, you know, I can look at the wall and say it's nice and flat, but that doesn't really necessarily do much. So I relied upon the inspector to make sure that we had all the information we needed.
I love the height of these ceilings, I really do.
That's one of the things that drew us to this house when we saw it.
Thank you.
All right.
This is, well, you know what? Looks can be deceiving.
Yes, they
Yes,
can.
they can.
You'll probably notice something right away.
Well, yes, there's a spot on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Well, it's not terrible. It shows that we have you have a bathroom up there, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
And that means we have a leak.
When I first saw the house, I don't want to say that my spirits were crushed, but it was a shock. I walked in the door, I noticed a wet spot in the dining room ceiling, and the smell hit me. So this was the second area when I moved in, and I thought, oh dear God, what did we get ourselves into? After having professional cleaners come in, scrubbing like Cinderella, doing everything I could, the smell still stayed, and it was focused in two main areas.
Okay, that stinks.
Yeah. And it
Now,
doesn't come out. And
you did washing this morning?
Yep.
And that smells like that?
Yes.
Smells like that all the time.
Okay, that is a weird thing. You have an
Yes.
exhaust fan. Do you use it?
Not all the time, I will admit. I don't remember
That
to do it
stinks.
every time. I know, I'll shut it. The thing about the smell in the laundry room that's quite disgusting is it often would make its way into our clothes. So we would take our clothes out of the dryer and it would still smell musty and moldy and unpleasant.
What's up with the deck? You built a deck?
Yes. We tore out everything except the support structure under that and then built the entire bottom deck by ourselves. I am looking forward to Mike inspecting my deck. The reason why is because he's going to find nothing wrong with it.
You don't mind if I inspect what you did?
Absolutely not.
It looks good from
I'm confident that you'll find no issues with it.
Oh, I like that. Confidence.
He's petrified.
I'm scared to death of Mike looking at my deck.
One thing we noticed right away, the first night when we went to take a shower, was the mold around the bottom of our master shower stall.
Yeah.
And no matter what we've done, we can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Even hired a cleaning company to come in specifically to clean that shower stall, and they couldn't get the mold out.
It's the wrong caulking on the shower stall. whether or not the builder did it, and I'm going to say it's the builder because it is the only layer of caulking that I see.
And all the caulking in the house is this caulking. Around every sink, you'll see.
And you're having mold buildup?
In the kitchen, there's a little bit.
In the
Yeah.
kitchen, around this sink.
I'm concerned about if we decided to sell this house and an inspector actually did their job. Would we have difficulty selling our home? Well, the answer is probably yes, without some significant fix work.
I'm going to go through everything. Let's take a look at your basement.
Okay.
Thanks.
So this is our storage room.
And utility.
Utility, yes.
Has this always been here?
Yes, I hate this. There's a sink smack dab in the middle of the walking path.
Okay, that's rather strange.
Yeah.
It's just odd, you know, it's not something that I ever kind of said, you know,
Like
wow,
a red flag
this
or
is a red
anything.
flag. It just seemed like a strange place to put it.
Oh, there's a mistake. Your floor joist is completely cut out to run the toilet there.
Oh, wow. Yes, it is.
That's a structural, not a major issue.
No, but it's stupid.
Well, it's not allowed.
Yeah.
And your vertical support does not come underneath your stairs. So that's 1, 2, 3 to 4 steps is not vertically held. So he's already missed a couple things.
It's always the guts that are important, right?
We have to screw up the finishing to fix the guts, in most cases. Now, I'm gonna have to inspect that wine, you know that.
Yes.
Yeah, I figured you would, yeah. Our inspector missed these obvious things, missed these things that are right out in the open that you can see and that you can smell and that you can touch. You know, what's under the surface that we don't know about?
You know, the house really does look good from the outside, but I'm going to point out a few things. Now, when I look at this beautiful stone front, we see that the flashing is capped, and you can actually see the cap sitting off the brick. Now, that's not a good sign, okay? Because what's going to happen is any driving rain or snow coming from this side is going to get underneath that right in front, get down and behind it, and that can leak where? On this case, it's on the outside of the house. So, is that bad? It's not going to leak in the house, but can it rot any of the structure inside the opening foyer? The answer is yes, it can. So, was that caught by the inspector? No. I could see it. Stone looks good, foundation wall looks good, everything's fine. I'm kind of, you know, I don't like such big holes here. This is our weeping system within the brick. If any water penetrates, which it's going to, simply because we have cracks in the mortar again. Now, one of the things that I dislike about a linked foundation basement is that the only way to the backyard is through the house or from the back laneway through the garage to get in the backyard. So the homeowner has built his own deck. It looks like he's done a pretty good job. We have a lot of strength in the rails. I like that. His level of the bottom deck exceeds the window here, okay? What happens when the snow comes in here, not only is he gonna sit here, he's constantly gonna have to shovel this out. That's why this is supposed to be at least a foot down underneath the sill. But we also have the same problem. This precast sill here has mortar in it with no caulking. That's gonna be the first penetration point right there, which this basement is lovely finished now, and this will become a big issue of snow penetrating. Now, the home inspector, I'm gonna give him an okay on this because this deck supposedly wasn't like this when he comes see the house. There's the dryer line. Yep, that's really not exhausting hot air from from the dryer. It's actually trapping it and bringing it back in. That doesn't explain the smell. I really believe so far my feelings are telling me it's the washing machine itself that needs to be replaced. I'll look further, but that's not a good thing. This is a laundry closet because it's not big enough to be a room where you can get in. Definitely what I want to see is because of a small room, I want that exhaust fan working. When I was outside, all I saw was the exhaust vent full of lint. That was the dryer vent. Now, inside, I could see an exhaust fan. Question is, where does it vent? Now, my personal feeling is... that is a nice washing machine and dryer, and that stinks to high heaven. I have a funny feeling that water, for whatever's, there's something wrong with the cycle of the washing machine. The water's sitting in the bottom. It's not being completely pulled out or siphoned out through the drainage function of the washing machine. And if it's constantly sitting in there, it's going to stink. Now, this caught my eye as soon as I met the homeowners and came in the house. It's the things I see immediately was the air return. What can I see? Wow, I see the basement. That's usually not a good sign. Why? This is an air return that should be closed in that pulls the air from the hallway, the bottom of the stairs is where it's supposed to be, to pull the air through to the furnace, recycle that air movement. But when I see the basement, that means this isn't closed in. That kind of sucks. Minor. Missed. Again. I'm just gonna go right in here. There it is right there. There's our air return. So what they're supposed to do is take the 2 floor joists, pan the bottom, and use it as an air return. There's no pan anywhere. The return's over there. So where the hell is it coming down here? The home inspector missed the air return, missed the cut floor joist, missed the stair load, and this is all in 10 feet. It's all right here. So, carbon monoxide detector. Well, that works. Sorry about that. You know, they're seeing caulking that is actually molding in this one. You can just see right now, and they've had this cleaned, it's just starting to build up again within the caulking itself. You see that? They're not getting mold on the tile. They're not getting mold on the ground because it's not a product that mold loves. But in caulking, mold loves caulking, especially a silicone. Read the tube, mold-resistant caulking. The toilet's not loose, but the toilet seat's loose everywhere. That's every one of them, actually. Simple screwdriver, I can fix that. Now, that's usually not a good sign. You know, all the wrong caulking was used in this house. All the wrong caulking. The caulking around the tub, around the shower stall. This caulking around the sink is not the caulking that's gonna glue down the sink to the countertop. Like, I can literally pick that sink up. I don't know, should it be in the report? Yeah. All right, that's pretty sloppy. What am I looking at there? Oh, I see. Ooh, God, you ever want to know what's down your drain? Okay, that is really ugly. That is in really rough shape. If you notice, a lot of the caulking around the perimeter is peeling away. That's just gonna allow water to get underneath the tile and be absorbed by the concrete pad and just trapped by the membrane. This silicone is not only molded and ugly, because again, it's not mold resistant, but this is all wet. So one thing's for sure, this is coming up.
Mr. Holmes!
Timing's everything. How you doing, Mr. Bennett?
Pretty good, buddy.
Let's start in the morning by obviously tracking in. Let's cover the place up. We're going to need, let's get Gary in tomorrow, Martin, Frank. We have loose toilets. We have floor joists cut above the toilet.
You're kidding, how old's the
Leaking
house?
shower stall, molding, 5 years.
5 years and that many problems already, eh?
Oh, there's more.
Great.
There's more.
What's that smell?
When you buy a new home, you don't expect to have a shower that's completely, rotted and mildewy and disgusting in a 5-year-old home. That's shocking to me.
Can you ever smell it? Just
can,
from
eh?
coming inside, I smelled it right away.
Grab a couple of guys outside and go upstairs, smash out the floor, nice and gentle, cover everything up. And let's open up, take a look at maybe the bottom 12 inches of tile.
All right. I bet you it's wet. Yeah, it's wet. That means it's leaking. This whole thing is leaking. It's probably leaking from the sides and the drain. Look at that, Carlito. Look at that. That's where that smell is coming from.
Oh, that's nasty.
Look at that water. She had a shower this morning like Mike asked her, because we wanted to know if there was going to be water sitting in there, and sure enough, eh?
Everyone's down here. Davey? Okay, I didn't see a ton wrong with the electrical. What'd you find?
We didn't find a whole lot, but we did find a few issues that need to be addressed. More safety issues than anything else other than overloaded lines. Example would be that furnace switch there and this light switch right here all have plastic plates on them.
Yeah?
They need to be steel plates because right here, I mean, somebody comes walking in and not paying attention to what they're doing, they can grab this plate and rip this right off. And a perfect example of that is the ones in the garage. There's a couple of switch plates that are already broken.
As long as there's no drywall. If there's
Exactly.
drywall,
If there's drywall, then the plate
because
will
the plate's
sit.
against the wall.
Exactly, it'll sit flush against it. There's no hazard of it breaking.
Okay, lights.
The two lights that are underneath here, they need some sort of mechanical protection around
So
the
you
light
don't
bulb.
take it off with your hand.
Exactly. The problem that we found with the lights in the bathroom is this house probably originally came with a strip light. Somewhere along the line, someone's changed that out and put a light fixture in there. When you install a light fixture, 99% of the ones that you're gonna find will need a box behind it to support that light fixture.
An octagon box.
An octagon box, exactly. That's not there. So what they've done is they've just screwed the bracket for the light fixture straight onto the drywall and passed the wire through it.
So we have minor things to fix and things
Yep.
that I can let the homeowner know. And more than likely, it was a homeowner that changed that light.
It's a very good possibility. A homeowner or a previous homeowner, but yeah, it would. I don't think it was installed by the builder.
I have some questions for you guys. Okay, we know the homeowner hired a supposed licensed gas guider to do the stove.
We're hoping.
We're hoping. So what are you doing? You're just gonna check to make sure everything's fine with it?
We're gonna test it. So we'll test it, we'll tag it, we'll take responsibility.
Now, what I know is that the microwave is a little low off a gas stove.
It's 18 right now.
Oh, it's really low.
Yeah, it should be 30.
Okay, so it's 12 inches too low. So I'm gonna have to do something about it.
Yeah. The first issue I'm having here is downstairs in the furnace room, mechanical room, there's a shutoff for the gas line. Up here at the stove, no shutoff. Code states there should be a shutoff at appliance. This is the appliance. Second issue I'm having is the gas line coming through the floor is not a solid pipe. You need to get behind the stove to work, so you need to have enough room to pull it out. That flex line coming through the floor with the sharp edges from the tile could tear into it. So you want to put a solid pipe through there and fasten it so it's not going to move. We'll replace what we need to replace, and we'll bring it up to code and we'll test it.
Just here, take my glove and just lift that up for a second.
Now, it makes you wonder what that smell was that the homeowners were talking about,
Not
right?
anymore.
The water's supposed to go down the drain and not underneath the tray.
Right.
That's supposed to be a protection layer so it doesn't go downstairs. What I want to see is what's the seal like where the membrane reaches
Right.
the drain. That's what I
Right.
really want to see.
Right. Look at that. Oh, wow.
The black we're seeing right across the side here in the corner in the back, that's definitely mold, but that's not a surprise. Cut it right from the side here through to the center drain. Once
Yeah.
we've seen that, just cut it right across, pull up this side because I want to see the floor.
Oh, look at the water. Wow. You got that?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need your help on this one.
Okay, here. Grab a side.
Holy cow, that's saturated water.
Let's take this right outside. Okay. Go right outside with it.
Man, that's heavy.
It's saturated with water. Well, we got a dry subfloor, which is good. All right. Oh, no, we don't. There's some staining there. It did make it through.
Do me a favor, pop down the bottom row.
Yeah.
Right from the middle there, right across to this side. And just
Okay.
you know what, I don't even care if you do the whole back, because we see the crap that's there. It doesn't matter. Do the whole back.
Yeah.
Take it down, let's see how far it goes up. Let's see if it's penetrating. We have mold going up the wall.
All right, bud. And it's really spongy at the bottom, so it looks like we might be replacing a little bit in there.
Oh, surprise.
Yeah. Look at that. So Mike was absolutely right. Water was getting in around the pan. Now, where the first installers went wrong was they built their walls first. They tiled their walls all the way to the floor, and then they built their pan. And that allowed the water to wick up the drywall, rotting it out and creating that funky smell. I'll bet you, because this one's like this, with all these issues that's happening in this 5-year-old house, you can imagine the 20 on either side of us are dealing with the same thing. Oh, I should not be able to do that to a tile wall. That just shows you how far that water is penetrated up this wall. It's like a sponge.
I'd say clean it up, and the smell is evidence in itself.
Yeah, it's all over the house now.
And you may want to take a shower.
Not in this one, I'm not.
Seriously. Directly beneath us is the laundry room.
Yeah.
And I looked up in the ceiling, and they've got a drop ceiling, so something tells me if I punched a hole, we have evidence of leakage. Wow, it really stinks in here.
You know what? But if this is right above the laundry room, that's where this part of the smell is coming from in that laundry room area.
Why is this stink in the washing machine?
Okay, guys, come on up. Nicole and Rob, you're here too. So let's split you guys up into teams, okay? Right now, what I want to do is set up scaffold in that dining room, okay? So whoever's going to jump on that, do that. Start with the scaffold right there. Let's get 2 sections up so we can reach the ceiling. Second of all, another team, let's take this door off. Let's start removing the washer and dryer so that we can actually start getting at that ceiling, okay? So the main reason we're taking down the ceiling is just to see if the shower above is leaking. Plus, Mike doesn't think the fan is properly connected. That's what ridged pipe does. This is why you want to use straight pipe. Look at that. Just catches on every ridge. Well, I don't think that the dryer was doing much. If your dryer is leaking like this, that means there's a bit of a clog in it or something. And if you look outside, Cher, if you look at the vent, it's completely clogged. There was nothing moving through it, and that's why you're getting back up here. Oh, there's your smell. I'm wondering if there's a trap in this thing. We have a trap. Why does this thing stink so bad? I'll find that stink yet. Look at that. Holy crap. You think we got a disconnect somewhere? I don't think that's all just rolling back in. I think we have a few issues here. It's a good thing we took down this ceiling. Look at this. It wasn't attached. Well, when I opened up the ceiling, we found exactly what we thought we were going to find. There's an actual disconnect. You could tell there was more debris behind the walls than we expected, which is a huge fire hazard. It's a good thing Mike told me to open up this ceiling. Now, the second thing I want to do here is find out where this fan line is going, because right now it comes out of the room this way, and then it looks like it chases that way. Now, if it does do that, it is dead at the wall. It is not coming through that wall. Come and call me when you find it, Adam. I'm gonna go help Carlito out. So I've traced out where that stain is, okay? So I'm just gonna cut open that hole right there, and hopefully we can see where that's leaking. I'm thinking toilet, but again, it could be a caulking issue, right? Because they used the wrong caulking, it all shrank and created some gaps. You know what? It's our same old problem. This is the vent in that washroom. Water gets on the floor after you take a shower, you're drying yourself off, water hits the floor, and where's it gonna run to? The only hole in the floor is your vent. All the evidence is right in front of us. It's like water footprints. You can see it, how it's traced down the metal here. It's actually hit the wood. You can see the staining on the wood, come down, and that's where it hit the drywall. And you can actually see that the drywall screw has rusted out, and it's only in this one spot. At least we found it. So now comes the fun part. There's no proper way to fix a stipple ceiling. A patch looks like a patch. So what we're gonna have to do is scrape it down, do a first coat of Durabond, and then smooth it out with a lighter compound. What'd you find?
It's insulated. It's insulated the whole way up here.
So for the first 4 feet?
But it ends right there.
I need to get up there.
It runs into the wood's cut. Every piece of the wood's cut.
Oh, yeah. This is brick on the outside. I'll bet you any money the bricklayers went over the hole. So that's where it should be popping out. It should be popping out right beside it. So what happened is they did run it. They even cut the sheeting out, and when the bricklayers came, they went right over top of it. They didn't mark their holes. If you look at the rest of the houses, they all have them. This is the only house that doesn't. And at this point, we at least know where it's gonna go, and we can just actually pop a hole right through the brick there.
It's easy
Bob's
enough.
your uncle, you have your fan. So we might as well talk about a sink location here. Now, I was talking to Mike about where to put this thing. The only place I see it, Martin, is on this wall right here. And I think if we get rid of that piece of...
That's not a problem. That's a vent system,
pipe,
yeah.
right? We move it back against the wall as tight as we can.
Yeah.
Put the sink in there. It'll be tight to the duct, but it'll still work.
It will work perfectly fine, yeah. And even though this is to code, not only that it's loose, it can break at any moment, right? And you know the legs are falling apart.
Oh yeah,
and
good point. Actually,
it's to me, it's not. It's just a safety aspect.
that's a very good point. I mean, we have finished base, we have carpet there. That is really loose, and if
like
that
I mean,
filled-
it's look, that's all it takes, right?
Yeah, just pull it.
So and this thing is ready to collapse. So
And think of that. That falls with a sink full of water.
Yeah.
These break.
Yeah.
Water gushes out.
there's no shut-off valves, so you cannot even isolate it, right? So
Right.
it's just a disaster waiting to happen.
Now, Martin's gonna take out the old sink and put it in the proper place, but before he does that, my guys have to reframe and drywall an area for him. So while Martin's finishing up, we are actually gonna go on, we're gonna re-support the stairs and fix the cutout structure underneath the upstairs bathroom. So what we're gonna do is just frame in a little wall on this side. We've already got our first plate down, so we're just gonna pick up that stringer on the one side, and then we're gonna pick it up on this side too. The only thing I want to do here, guys, is leave an access, like a door or something, that they can utilize this space.
So we have a big no-no here. What's happened is the plumbers have actually come in and cut out the floor joists. That means that all the weight that was sitting on this beam is no longer sitting on this beam, and now this is just hanging. So what we have to do is we have to laminate another 2x8 onto this beam, glue and screw it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get another two 2x8s, glue and screw them, and we're gonna set them into place here, which will pick up the weight of the toilet, the water, and whoever else is up there.
What we've done is we put in our styrofoam pan, which actually eliminates the need for a sand bed. It's a pan that goes in and actually slopes for you. It incorporates the drain and a waterproof membrane that goes over everything, meaning this is 100% waterproof when I'm done, which puts my mind at ease, and I'm sure the homeowner as well. It's always about doing the little things properly, and they're big things for us. Look at that. That is level right there. So that's 1/4 inch and 2 feet. Everything is coming in towards this. So as soon as they step out of the shower, water's hitting the floor and running right to there. So you know what's going to solve this? You throw a $10 bath mat on this floor. I guarantee there'll be no more staining on that ceiling downstairs. Yeah. Unbelievable, eh? Carlito?
Yes, sir.
Oh, please tell me you found the drain for the shower.
No, there's a main structural beam there.
Oh, you gotta be joking.
Main support, huh?
Yeah, we got the beam there, which means, you know what that means, eh? That means, my friend, I want you to open up this ceiling. What a shame.
There's a lot of construction debris actually from when the house was built, and we have a little bit of everything: silicone, grout, just construction material that was just left behind. The lines were never cleaned and maintained over the years, so it just adds up. It just adds up to an overall problem.
What was here before was what you call a keyless, and basically it's just a real cheap fixture with an exposed light bulb. By code, can't have an exposed light bulb, it has to be covered. So basically we just replace them with what we call a CFL. It's a compact fluorescent, gives off good light, and if you whack it with anything, because it's such a small crawl space in here, so they're gonna store skis and all that, you're not gonna worry about glass shattering and someone getting hurt.
Well, this is actually one of the hardest tiles you'll ever want to lay. Each individual tile wants to sink on you. These are what I would say 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch tiles on a mesh pad. So when you put them on wet mortar, they're going to want to sink. So it's a lot of work, but at the end of the day, it's the wow factor. When they walk in here, I want them to go, oh my God, that looks beautiful. I'm never leaving this bathroom.
I think the hardest part of this tile is cutting it. It's glass, and trying to have big fingers and trying to cut a little tile. Bigger hands, bigger fingers. But try to cut these tiles and hang on to them while you're cutting it with the wet saw. It's almost impossible. They're binding, they're folding, they're breaking. It's glass, so it's really time consuming. I don't know if it's that sliver or another one.
Hands it to me the right way.
It's been a crazy day. All the plumbing and venting issues have been tackled, and that means we can now put this house back together. Okay, boys, lighting a fire under your butts. How you guys doing?
Good, good.
Okay, we gotta get this done ASAP. This is one of our last days, okay, guys? So let's get a coat on all this stuff ASAP. Whatever you patch today, let's get a coat on, okay?
All right.
Rob and Yvonne have to keep up with all the patches that need to be done in the house in order for Craig to come behind them and paint.
So we're doing an accent wall today. Damon wanted to kind of spark it up with some red. So we're doing this wall. What we face today is we have an accent wall with a lot of reflective lights. We have a deep base color. Now with the deep base color, if you roll downwards with a roller and you roll up, there's two different textures left. So after we finish rolling it, we want to go over it upwards to leave the same uniform finish.
Frank has now installed the surge protector not only on the panel, but also on the cable TV.
So in this home here, we've got satellite TV coming in. So they're gonna have 4 receivers throughout the home. Now, coming in from the satellite, I wanna make sure that they're surge protected, so we're gonna bring them into 2 surge protectors, and then the out will go right back into the proper splitter that is needed in order to get their TVs back up and running.
Last order of today, Steve Graves is here to fix the flashing on the front of the house.
There's 2 issues with the existing flashing over this front doorway. One of them being the metal actually didn't quite cover the wood itself. So with our new material, we're gonna make sure that it actually gets down over the stone. The second thing, the wood really should have been wrapped with a membrane. Here we're using an ice and water membrane that's self-adhesive. We're just gonna wrap that exposed wood first and then cover it with the new metal.
The family spends a lot of time in the kitchen, and Mike thought a facelift was in order in here, so he thought a backsplash was a good idea, which I think is a great idea.
When we first picked the tile, I wasn't too fond of it, only because it's hard to see anything before it gets done, and once you put things together, it looks so much better, so I'm really happy with it.
Well, when we first got into this house, when I first met Mike here, the smell hit me right away. I knew there was a smell in here. Didn't know what. It smelled like mold, it smelled like must, and that's exactly what we found. We knew the washer and dryer was actually holding water within the tray. We've replaced the washer and dryer because cleaning it at that point would have been very hard to do. So replacing it was probably one of their only options at this point. I don't smell it. There's no smell down here anymore. I can actually smell the paint. I can actually smell some food that's been cooking, so it's good.
So this room here didn't have a light fixture, and I think that the homeowner really wanted a light fixture in here since they're gonna be using the space as a dining room. So we had to make a little bit of damage in order to bring a line from the ceiling down to the switch, and then also ensure that we weren't gonna overload the circuit. So my team was in here earlier, they ran the line. I don't know how much damage they made, but I can picture that there must have been a few holes in order to get from point A to point B. So now we're gonna hang up the chandelier that Damon here has chosen and put the furniture back in. It's gonna look really sweet.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That is beautiful.
We're winding back the clock to the point where this is day 1. This is our house, and it may be like the first time we're seeing it. You know, everything's gonna be the same, the layout's gonna be the same, but we're gonna know that it's gonna be our house without problems.
Deb, Scott.
Hello, hello.
It's cold.
It's very cold.
Today's
Hey,
winter.
folks.
Yes.
The true meaning of winter. That's when the ears start to, like, are they red?
You're not even
Because I'm
wearing
wondering if they're
gloves.
there.
Yours are red and mine are a little pink too.
I think I need some new flashing like you have up here.
Beautiful.
Isn't that the way to do this?
That's much better.
I love Steve. You get out in the freezing cold and he knows how to make it right.
He actually brought the flashing up and over now instead of before
Yeah.
when it was just basically capping just the top piece.
Right.
It looks good,
Yeah.
and it is good.
Excellent.
I like to hear
Good
that.
combination.
That's not bad. You want to go inside and see if
Of
we smell
course.
anything?
Yes.
Love it.
Okay, come on.
Yes.
All right.
I've been in here for so long, I hope you don't.
Damon made some changes in here.
Yes, you did. I love it.
Wow. You do?
I do.
It's a very
I
broad
do.
statement. It's
We like bold.
Well, that's what I heard. I remember
Yes,
hearing
I
that.
actually love it.
I love this. They took down all the crap on your ceiling, fixed all the hole.
And I
love
have a light fixture.
You do.
Glorious.
And I like it too. When we walked in, saw that red wall, we were in good hands, and right away knew whatever was yet to come was going to be excellent. That is beautiful.
Okay, so you got a whole new exhaust fan, properly hooked up, that goes up through, so insulated line, everything. Carlito made the upper cabinet. Wow.
Great.
So we lift it up to create that
Matched
nice
it,
effect, the pillar effect on the top, which looks good when it comes to anything to do with an exhaust fan. I like that, rather than just keeping it level. The tile, I said, makes something really nice. It's all glass. With new gas line in the back, proper shut off, if I remember.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's the things I remember as I go. You smell anything?
Not really.
No. Jeez, it's kind of strange. I don't smell anything.
It smells like
You should open up that door, see if you smell anything.
Oh, I see something.
What do you think? Oh, wow.
That is a thing of beauty.
We had a wonderful company help us out with a new washer and dryer. That's great.
Excellent, thank you.
We took the ceiling down to really confirm everything because bathroom's up above. Did we have a leak? I said, pull it down. I want to know. I want to know where the exhaust goes. I want to know everything. So when it comes to the exhaust that was in this closet, we call it a laundry closet, where'd the exhaust go?
The exhaust ended at your wall. What happened is the first layer of plywood was cut, then they put a building wrap over top of it, and then they bricked over it. So they just forgot a step. They forgot to cut out the bricks, so it exhausted right through your house. So it's a good thing we opened up that ceiling because that was exhausting right into your joists, your floor joists up above.
Wow. So it didn't exhaust out, so we made sure it exhausted out. Now, if you noticed, something else Gary has done here, and I love what Gary does, is you have a lint trap in the wall.
Oh, excellent.
So we purposely rerun your exhaust, did it properly with all tape, no screws to pick up lint. The screws will always grab the lint and create a lint trap, right? But putting a lint trap in the wall now protects everything beyond that lint trap, so it won't block on the outside like I found when I inspected your house.
There was a disconnect at the elbow. When it came through the wall and went up and shot out that way, there was a disconnect right at that elbow. It was just blowing lint right into the floor.
So we had lint
joist.
into the
Absolutely.
floor joist. You had
Yeah.
to clean it all out.
Absolutely.
It's unbelievable to me that those kinds of things, you know, when they're deciding, okay, it's time to put drywall up, that they don't really think about the fact that maybe they should do a little bit more and get it right before they do that. You know, it's one of those things that kind of separates the people that really care about what they do from the people that don't.
There's nothing spectacular, but it's a little neater and a little better.
All right.
You didn't drink any of our wine.
Yeah.
Actually, we were waiting for today. Waiting for today. So,
okay, this is new.
Okay, there's not too many places we had a choice in, right? This was the obvious choice. It's not against the ductwork, running all new pipelines, fixing your drain, fixing the air behind water, putting up a wall, making sure your plates that are properly up, which is the metal plates if there's no drywall, right? That's the rule of thumb. Again, tying in all the PEX line, cleaning up, there's your air return, so all that's done properly. And if we look underneath, so we picked up your load on the stairs, as well as double floor joists over with proper hangers to pick up the mistake from the plumbers who cut the structure.
The thing that scared me the most was when we were first here with Mike and the cutout floor joist. I mean, that just appalled me, quite frankly, that anybody would do that, especially when it didn't seem to be necessary. So the thought that our home was improperly structured frightened me.
We talked about the light hanging down and you taking it out. This is for a crawl space, so it's called low clearance lighting. That way, if you hit your head on it, you're not going to take it or end up with glass all over it, right? It's a safety light. It's the way to do it. At the panel,
Surge protectors.
4 of them. Oh. They put in enough to actually make sure that everything is protected. Your computer, your television, all your electrical in the house. So everything is surge protected. We also put a seal on the panel, which I'm big on now, and that seal shows that Frank has been here. If anybody tampers, they break the seal, which means somebody's played with it.
It's that level of detail. It's that going the extra step. All those surge protectors we have now, which is wonderful, protecting the investment of a lot of our electronics. I mean, again, above and beyond.
Let's go upstairs.
Sounds good.
Well, we should bring up a bottle of wine, maybe, maybe 2. What do you think?
I think we have some.
We got you covered. We did all kinds of tests, made sure your toilet's fine, your seal's fine. And here's what we've determined. Somebody was getting water all over the floor. And it was running down your register, stained your ductwork, and come down to the ceiling. That mark on the ceiling is directly under this ductwork.
Well, that makes me happy that it wasn't something worse. In the guest bathroom, our son's bathroom, it was interesting for me to learn that the spot in our dining room actually came from the water dripping down into something as simple as the vent. And that's something important to learn as homeowners, especially new homeowners. These little things that if you just take the extra step of ensuring it doesn't happen, it will protect this investment that you've made. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That is beautiful.
I think it's beautiful.
It is.
Wow. It's all glass tile. It's all new glass on the outside. Everything's been redone, proper lights, test your exhaust fans, new drain, new everything.
That shower is beautiful. I love the complete glass enclosure. I love the tile. It changes the look of the bathroom. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely fantastic.
Smell?
Yep, no smell. No smell.
There's no smell.
I'm very pleased about the lack of smell. And, you know, one of my biggest concerns as we started to learn more about the problem was really just the quality of the air in the house.
Yes.
And, you know, the fact that, you know, I feel as though I don't have to worry about that.
The smell was actually the same throughout the whole house. And so every single trap in the floor, every trap that was underneath a vanity sink was clogged. So it's not just the trap in this case, because it got actually underneath the pan itself. Much like the washing machine, if it can hold water and it won't dissipate, it's gonna stink. So now we solved all your stink, brand new washer, everything else, and new mats that you can jump out if you want to be wet.
Great. Now we know that it's a safe house. Now we know that there's, you know, some of those finishing touches that, you know, really do jump out and turn it into a different place. You know, and hopefully we can carry that forward and really make some of the changes that we want to make and, you know, do some of the things to really turn this into a house that's ours, knowing that all of the stuff underneath we no longer have to really worry about.
Now, I said if you liked it, we're gonna have some wine.
Yes, let's go have some wine.
We have wine.
Copious amounts of it.
All right. Be wonderful.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. I thought initially I would be most looking forward to sleeping in my own bed and, you know, the bathroom, which is fantastic, but I'm most looking forward to spending time right here in our main living area, where our kitchen is, where our beautiful dining room is now, as a family, and making it our own. It actually feels like this is move-in day, and I like that.
Bye, boss.
Yeah, you shake your head, but I gotta work with them.
Every day.
Yee-hoo, baby.
The shower ready yet?
Bill, this is a lot of work, buddy. Holy cow! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Silverback.